10 minutes after the hour of 2 o'clock. It's Kofifi FM, the KYC, the hour of the young people. The name
Yeah.
is Elias, Big Daddy E, who else? King
E.
Monati.
King Munati E.
How are you, Nicole?
I am very, very well this afternoon, actually.
Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday afternoon. I just have a very random question, and I want people to also like chime in. I'm sorry for just throwing it on you.
All right.
What does it mean when you can have a bird come in the house?
What is it in Fafi?
For
again?
those who are in Fafi, because now I wanna go play. Now the China had no trick, so I wanna go. But I know people are very superstitious. I just wanna know what it means when a bird comes in the house.
I don't know. You're gonna get unwanted visitor.
Well, maybe let's let people tell us
Yeah.
before they do. You tell me how you
As 'n
are.
voeltjie in die huisen
Kom.
kom.
Yeah.
Wat beteken dit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ik wil weer, guys.
All right. I'm good. Had a hectic training session this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a certain woman that is
Drill
Just-
sergeant.
yeah, she is you don't need such training partners.
You need them in your life.
Oh, you need them.
Yes.
Hey.
Guys, I
Anyway.
want you guys to also chime in on another thing. We're going to have a show later on in this month or perhaps next month where we're going to have Elias just take us through his gym regimen.
Okay.
And you guys can also let us know what works for you when you work out. But for now, we are on the KYC. As we always know, we do keep it real. And we're going to just sort of break a whole lot of stuff down for you. It is Triumphant Tuesdays.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
we are trying to be triumphant
Yes.
up in this place.
Not trying. We're not
no,
trying.
we are triumphant up in this place.
There we go. There we go.
Declarations.
Talking about determination today, and if you listened in yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
we had one of such a topic where it was engaging,
Yes.
thought provoking,
Yes.
and yet again today we are going to talk about such. Like we
think-
always say, we are inspiring, motivating
Yes.
the young people out there to go out there and live your dreams.
That's what I was just about to say. Hey, today
Ah.
you're on another level. Babes, what levels? Please do join us on 071-425-9577. What does this word mean to you? And how has it sort of brought you through life or any situation? You can get us on Facebook. That is Kofifi FM 97.2. On Instagram, we go by Kofifi FM. And then, of course, on Twitter, we are in the Ville. It is Kofifi FM _972.
You are tuned in to the most fanatic show, and that is the KYC.
people don't know such music. Guess what? We do.
Shaba
We do.
more.
We do. 22 minutes after the hour of 2 o'clock, it was Tevin Campbell, Dandelion. Before that, we gave you New Edition. Could you stand that rain?
Can
Between
you?
that double play? I think I can. I presume that I am determined in whatever
You
circumstance
know, I was
that
just
will throw
saying
us.
now, for us to know the song, like us 90s kids, like, it's nice. I like it. I like that.
It's a privilege. That's the
Yes,
word you use.
yes, yes, yes.
privilege.
Yes.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. Hey.
All right, it is a Tuesday. Like we always say, on a Tuesday, we do what we call Triumphant Tuesdays, where we kind of paraphrase a story that would relate to the topic that we're going to talk about, whereby we extract out of the story what would relate to all of
Yeah.
us in terms of life. This afternoon, though, as young people, we're talking about determination, and being determined as a young person is very much important in whatever it is that you're going to pursue in life, and pursue being the underlined word.
Yeah.
There's a story about a father and a young son, or a son. John Roebling is his name, alongside his son called Washington Roebling. So John had this crazy idea in his mind that he wanted to bring or build a bridge between New York and Long Island.
Yeah.
Now it runs across the sea.
The river.
Yeah, the river or the sea, and it's a stretch. It's a long stretch.
Yeah.
So, looking at the odds of building a bridge that goes across a river, and you're looking at all of the things that would not work, and now you're looking at studies that were made, engineers that went to the top schools ever.
Yeah.
They see this thing and they were not. I think, they did not see the end goal
Yeah.
that was in John's mind. John then went on, to pursue this crazy vision of his, as it was said, and he went on and kind of imparted in his son the vision.
Yeah.
Because nobody else would take him seriously when he was talking about this thing. So he parted in Washington, who was the young son, and they went on doing this thing. For months and years, they would study, they would go on and start the project initially. In the middle of the project, the one side of the bridge collapsed. And it harmed John so hectically that he actually passed away. But here's the nice thing about it. He had relayed the vision into his son's life, of which of him as well he was hurt. He at the point where he was so critical that he could not speak, nor could he recall all of his memory.
Yeah.
He had a wife, and I think it's such an important thing. But we're not going to talk about that today.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
It's such an important thing. So he had a wife, and for years and months he had to go through rehabilitation to get himself
Yeah.
together, because he could not speak. He was laying on the bed. So in our language, you'd call him a cabbage.
A vegetation.
A vegetation.
Vegetated state.
Yes. So he could not do anything. But here is where determination kicks in. When a vision is so much, it's so much agitating. I'm going to use that
Yeah.
word for a lack of a better one. So much agitating that you cannot run away from it.
Yes.
He sat there on his bed, and as paraphrasing the story, a light was shown in the hospital bed, the window, and he sat there meditating upon the bridge that is
Yeah.
still to be built. Sat there, and as life would,
Yeah.
you are now sitting there. People told you, they laughed at you, they said that you'll never do anything. They told you that this thing can't be built, and now it collapsed on you. Lo and behold, it collapsed on you, killed your father, and here you are now still wanting to pursue this
Yeah.
thing. He's paralyzed, he cannot speak, he cannot do anything for himself, but something can move.
Yes.
His fingers. His fingers can
His
move.
finger. One
His
finger.
one finger.
Not even fingers. One of his fingers could move.
One finger can move. So he calls or he signals his wife to come closer to him, and they start what we call a communication process. So they count whatever 2 taps would mean this, 3 taps would mean that.
Yeah.
For 13 years, and hence I say a good woman is important. For 13 years, she sat through that process of him communicating the completion of that bridge.
Yeah.
Tapping on
By
her,
tapping.
by tapping on her hand
Wow.
or on her arm, the communication and how things should be done, and calling in other engineers to complete this thing. Now the moral of the story then becomes the moral of the story becomes then, however life or whatever life would deal at you, whatever cards life would deal at you, you have then to take it because it was already dealt.
Yeah.
You have to take it and run with it.
Definitely.
It doesn't matter if people would laugh, make a joke out of it, say that you are crazy. People will die along the way.
Yeah.
But the vision will not die.
Look, I absolutely loved the story once I read it. And I love that people, like, we know this all too well. When someone says to you, jy's dom, het gaan nie gebeur nie. Dash jou pa dood, jy kan nie eens loop nie. Maar nog steeds, it's a matter of wie nie hoor, jy gaan voel en voel en voel.
Yeah.
However, the vision bothered him because it was so strong that he needed to carry it out.
Yes.
And thankfully, I think by grace rather, or even favor if you will, his father communicated to him and he grasped.
Yes.
So you couldn't just let that be. That's legacy, and it's also people with like minds.
Yeah.
He's got a wife, patience, and I think that's what determination is to me. It's a long stretch of patience, and with patience comes a great reward. So I think that's what it is. I think when it comes to determination, as you said, I think it's definitely the amount of action or the length of action required in order for something to happen. So it's a waiting game.
It's a waiting game.
But that's a test in itself.
Now, here's the interesting part. When we look at determination and you'd ask yourself, does it just come out of the air? Like, where do I find determination? I've started such a lot of projects and it's just failing.
Yeah.
Where do I find that spirit? Where do I harness that spirit of determination? And I think it is an important part to go back to the genesis of the story, of which, it highlights how one births determination.
That's a very interesting story, like statement you just made, because it makes me think of a time, I think I was in grade 3.
Right.
We used to get merits on character traits. And somehow they always said I was fair and I was confident and this and that. But it makes me think, where did I learn this? How did I choose? Okay, I'm going to look at different characteristics and choose confidence. So do I choose determination for myself? Where does it come from? And how do you adapt it and make it a practice of your life?
And the simple answer, where does determination come from? It comes from your vision.
Yes.
What do you see about your life as a young person? Where do you perceive yourself 10 years, 5 years from now?
Wow.
And if you have that in your heart, all of your body parts can go. But if your mind is still alive, you will become something in life.
Boom.
Kofifi FM 97.2 07142595. Ons praat nog van die voeltjie story ook.
What is so laat weet ons asseblief?
Let's go for a break. minutes before the top of the hour, 3 o'clock. Shekinah, suited for each other forever and ever. Before that, we gave you word for word Omarian, and I think young man has come back with a stellar job done. And his I hope that he will sustain now. You know, this momentum that he has come back with.
I think he
Nice,
will.
beautiful music.
I've
Beautiful
always
music.
had a major crush on Omarion, so
Didn't
I am
everyone?
biased.
I think I remember when it was. I think high school, just entering into high
B2K
school.
vibes with Lil Fizz. Like he was on some boy band, baggy clothes, do rag. Definitely, I think you'll hold it down now because
Hopefully.
this is more his era. I
Yeah.
think in terms of what's hot now. So I
Yeah.
do think you'll hold it down. He's determined
Okay.
to do this.
Okay. Hi, Omarian. Anyway, 19 minutes before the top of the hour.
I feel like you should say Omarian, not Omarian. But okay, potato. Is that right?
No,
Oh,
Omarian. That's
yeah.
you are putting it in a girly version, and it's all cool.
Got
It's
it.
all good. On my side, I'll stay black forever, and I'm determined to be that way.
My goodness.
All right, continue right here on the KYC Kofifi FM 97.22 to 3 o'clock. Elke dag between Monday and Friday. We are with you, the young hour, we call it. We're talking about determination and just paraphrasing a story on John and Washington
Yeah.
Rodling that were determined to build a bridge between New York and Long Island, which was deemed to be impossible. Crazy idea. A vision that people thought these people has just lost their marbles. How could you?
Yeah.
Can't you see the odds are stacked against you that you could build possibly a bridge that would connect such far, away, two parts that are so far away, and there's water in between those two lands. How are you going to do it? But when vision has got a grip of you and a grip of your life, there's no way that you can ignore that thing, because you can try and ignore it.
Yeah.
And I'm reminded now of the story of who's this guy, Jonah, that was swallowed by some sort of a fish or whale or whatever it is. And, he stayed in there for a couple of days,
Yeah.
3-4 days. But his goal and his vision pursued him so much. His purpose pursued him so much
Yeah.
that fish placed him or, spat him out wherever he should have been.
Definitely.
And it is with that. Life is going to throw at you what we call curveballs. And you have to handle it. You
Yeah.
have to handle it.
But I
Life will not be always fair.
Yeah. I think with that as well, just going back to the story, some things just don't change. The vision was there.
Yes.
And something I said earlier also with regards to determination is that sometimes you are not physically able. Sometimes you have to hire help in order for the execution to be sort of, executed. He needed builders. He was not a builder per se.
Yes.
So his father was an engineer, but he needed like people that's actually gonna bow his type of thing.
Okay.
So the vision was from him. It was the will. He possessed the will,
Yes.
but he didn't possess the physical capacity to do that.
True that.
And I think
True
with
that.
with determination, sometimes most of the time rather, we would like to think that we do possess both, but it doesn't take away from the will if you are not able to execute it in terms of building, physically doing so.
Yeah.
Everybody in their own right has capacity to do things greatly. And I guess you possess the will, you possess the determination
Yeah.
to see it through, to see it done. Some of us supervise better than we do actually, move
True.
with a broom or something.
Yeah.
So I think he had the willpower, the will of determination. And that is why it still could be carried through, regardless of his vegetated state, the fact that he couldn't even speak. But he somehow found a way to communicate that, Wabon, this to be done.
Yeah.
Like, now, So I like that. I think I think we need to understand that sometimes we don't possess the physical capabilities to do something. But if we have the thought, as we said last week, the mind pushes you either to great heights or it can break you down completely. So in this case, it pushes you. Determination is a push. I think it's what champions are made of. And it makes me think of something that Muhammad Ali said then. He was in a boxing match with a champion.
All right.
Someone that was physically beyond capable of beating him. However, that last kick he gave him, he was already out. But that last kick that he gave him, to what? Obi floor, KO.
Yeah.
And I think that's determination. It's the realization that your body just it transcends this.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't know really how to explain it, but it's a physical thing within you
Mm.
where you are pushed because you understand the weight of what you want, the focus of where you want to be, and you got it.
And some could even call it a supernatural power that
Definitely.
adorns you when you reach it.
Definitely.
One writer says determination is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you just push beyond that limitation that the body would restrict you at.
Definitely.
And I think it is much more relayed towards what you have in your mind.
Yeah.
It is people that are controlling the world are people who are imaginative, people that see things beyond the physical eye.
Yes.
People that have predetermined, their lives and their future.
Mm-hmm.
They have perceived something above and beyond what the normal eye,
The naysayers
could say, and it is imperative that when you are going to do something that is going to be extraordinary,
Yeah.
you are not going to be taken seriously. Some people are going to laugh at your face. Some people are going to say that, yeah, nah, I can't find eyes.
You know, I think our greatest fears as human beings are definitely that we are capable beyond our own comprehension, So when somebody does laugh at you, they just don't have that confidence or that boom to be like,
Yes.
I'm gonna do this
Yes,
regardless of
yes.
what you say. Ek gaan dit doen.
Mm.
And then it will be easier for them to take comfort in, yo, I gaan himself domak. Yo,
Yeah.
kyk nou weer vir haar.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Mm.
But it's even passing all of that, like sort of surviving all of that. That's also, it's another level of determination. And you need to realize that a negative and a positive can't live in the same light.
Through that.
They cannot
071
share the same mind.
425 9577. Failure keeps you humble, success keeps you glowing, but only faith and determination keeps you going.
Wabon?
It all began. This is the KYC right here. What? 9 minutes before the top of the hour, 3 o'clock. Avante featuring Kiki White. Kiki White, you and I. All right, 0714259577. We're talking about determination as a young person out there. Do you have a vision? Do you know where you're going with your life? Do you wake up with a predetermination of what you're going to do in your day? Or it's just in jail like the folky, they just went into the house.
Ish.
Just a visitor. But nonetheless, 07142595 double story. Double story.
Yeah, it's a double story. It's a double story. Vision. Be determined.
Double seven. Okay. The folky story, ne? Hi, if a bird come into your house, it said that good luck is coming your way.
I receive it in the name of Jesus.
And she will faffy spiel. It's number 16.
Okay.
And you must play big house. I don't know, big house. Okay,
Big
maybe the house.
Yes. Look,
All right.
Fafi numbers are very interesting. The way they interpret it. So that we should do a show on that. Yes.
Who came up with these things?
It's when you interpret your dreams. So that's where the whole Fafi thing comes from.
Okay. Here's another one. Good day, guys. Hashtag the folky story. Okay, the bird must have just longed for some human company. Or rather, I think it's also an ardent Kofifi listener. Die folky cop. Come on, guys. It's trying to eavesdrop on Kofifi shows. It only needed some guidance. Oh, man. So the birds are also on the airways connected to cool Kofifi waves. Let's just guide them. And this one comes from
I love
Mazette.
that. I love that. I love the sense of humor in that as well.
Okay, Mazette. Love that. Hi, Cola Pops and Big Daddy. Happy 1 year to Jaden. What is it? Anthony. Or is it Jade Anthony?
Okay.
In Bolter Major Street from your Auntie Carol, Lana, Maiki, and Lucille. And who else? Love you. Okay,
Happy
love you,
first
Jada.
birthday, Jada.
Happy 1 year. All right, here's another one here that says, good afternoon, guys. Just want to say happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Ronelle. All right, Ronelle. And I just want to tell you that I love you.
That's sweet.
Ronelle.
That's very, very sweet.
All right, going to your SMSs quickly. Hi, Big Daddy. You so well spoken. Love you guys.
Very nice. Compliment. Donkey. Snap.
Take a dictionary, put it under your pillow, and I think this will happen to you as well.
You know, they said that Mandela used to have sweet dreams in prison by putting sweets under his pillow. But moving along, thanks for the SMSs, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
that
so much.
compliment on behalf of Daddy over here.
Thank you.
What I want to sort of distinguish now is the difference rather between determination and desire.
All right.
And I think, as you said, determination is born from vision and
Yes.
it becomes second nature. It's a driving force.
Mm.
But I think with desire, it's obviously a thing that you base on what you need.
Okay.
And if you want something out of deep desire, it's out of feeling, and you not having that makes you feel as though you are not good enough.
Wow.
So if you're determined to get something, it's like, as we said, a second nature
Yes.
force, but it's a focusing thing, and you want that because you want to have it. Your life is not dependent on it. Do you understand?
Okay.
It definitely adds value, but it doesn't take away from you not having it.
True that.
And that's
True.
determination versus desire. So I think we should always understand the distinction between those two,
Yes.
and adopt determination as opposed to, is it the former or the latter? The former,
The
right?
former, yes. The
Yes,
former,
as
the
opposed to
former.
desire. So I think that's a very important point to understand as well.
All right, Kofifi Lenders, we can only speak and do such or so much in an hour's time. Thank you so much for eavesdropping and being with us right here on the KYC.
And following the birds, because they are with us in all of this.
Yes. All right, let me quickly do these messages. Dan Ekus 8. Dan is a reg.
Danik is 8.
Thank you, Ellie. Lekker show, guys. Keep it up. But I just had to read it that way. Keep it up. Chimaro Marnier, man. Die Engels van jou ook. Okay.
It's a double story.
Here's another one. KYC, good afternoon, Cola Pops and Big Daddy. I still love your show. Awesome, guys. Keep it up. From Dion. Okay, Dion.
Thanks, Dion.
Sure, Dion. All right, we out of here. Thank you so much for joining and being with us. Can I leave you with this? Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become the person you believe you were meant to be.
And there you have it.
and players is largely dependent on the quality of prizes and sponsorships as well as the support on the day. We are hoping to accommodate a field of 120 players made up of corporate teams, parents, and the Eagle House family. All money raised on the day will be directed into the school's bursary fund. Friends and family of Eagle House who would like to participate, or if you can help in any other way, please do contact Thalma or Mark at the school on 010-590-0680 or 082-781-7297. Alternatively, send an email to mark@eaglehouse.co.za or admin@eaglehouse.co.za. Kingdom Alliance Living Faith Center presents the Man in the Family Conference as well as Championship Fathering. It will be starting on Friday the 28th of July till the 30th of July on Sunday.